Hello, good day, my people. So I want to talk about flat woodwork. Flat woodwork. So if you need any type of roofing sheet, stone coated aluminium product, you need it in Lagos. You need it in any part of Nigeria. We are movable, but we are based in Lagos. You can roof your house. You can buy the roofing sheet from us. We can roof your house. I can also provide you with independent carpenter if you need it. Those one that know what they are doing. So you can always WhatsApp me or call me on 081 233 98890. 081 233 98890. So today we'll be talking about flat woodwork. Flat woodwork. Majorly, there is in a lot of things you are doing, you find way to cut down costs. So if you are really building a commercial house or a house that you want to sell, you can just to cut down costs so that people can buy it at a good rate. You can use a flat woodwork. Flat woodwork does not mean you are doing bad thing. Now depend on what the kind of roof you now apply on it. So flat woodwork does not mean that you do a bad thing. Now depend on the type of roofing sheet you now use on it. That's what we consider it bad. So like majority of house that they used to build in Lagos, around Lekki, all those houses that they resell, most of those real estate people, they use flat woodwork so that to cut down costs, so that they can. It's not too good, but it's not too bad. So if you are building your own house, avoid flat woodwork. But if you don't have money, so you can use flat woodwork. But if you are using flat woodwork, there are some things you are going to consider. If you are using a flat woodwork, you can see this place now. Flat woodwork. If you are using a flat woodwork, there are some roofing sheet you run away from. Do not use stone coated roofing sheets. Do not use step ties, and do not use met couple. You need to use only long span. And long span are divided into two. There is normal long span and there is standard long span. The standard long span is 1 meter by 1 meter, while the normal long span is 900 millimeter by 1 meter. You can see the difference. So that normal long span, the gutter, it has more gutter, and the gutter is more taller than that of standard long span. So if you are using a flat woodwork, it's better to use normal long span. But the reason why people used to run away is that, if you call a roofer to come and give you quotation and you do a flat woodwork like this, a person that is not experienced is giving you quotation for standard long span, let's say 200 square meter. And a person that's giving you that of normal long span that will work good perfectly for this type of flat woodwork is giving you 220 square meter. You see, there should be a 20 meter difference there. So because of that one is giving you lesser measurement, you just give the job to the person that is giving you the standard woodwork. And that standard long span will not be suitable for this for this type of flat woodwork. So let me show you a sample. Let me show you a sample of those long span now. This is a example of normal long span. You can see normal long span. Look at it. Look at the gutter. The gutter is more taller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has more taller. You can see the gutter is very taller. So there will not be any point that a rain can go from one side to one side, because the gutter will guide the rain as it's flowing, even though the roof is not tall. But if you check this other one, now, that is normal. This is standard one. You can see the gutter. The gutter is barely short, so it's not advisable to use this type of long span on a flat woodwork because it may give you problem. And again, let's go back to our woodwork. If you are making a woodwork for a flat roof, consider the ceiling and consider the fascia. Make sure you, because some people just, because of it's flat, they will just do this fascia roughly. They will do it roughly because you are not going to see the main roof. What will bring the beauty of this place is what you the design you put here in the ceiling and in the fascia. Some people will just do this place roughly and they will put PVC ceiling. PVC ceiling is made for interior, not exterior. If you put PVC ceiling here, when sun is hitting it, it will dry and fall off. It will break off. You will still spend money on it. And here too, it's not advisable to use PVC ceiling anything exterior. So the better thing you use, some people will just, like this house, some people will just paint it. Some people will just paint it. They will just paint they will put a fascia here. The fascia board here, they will not paint it. Even though you put fascia board here, you paint it. When rain is falling, rain will be soaking this wood and you see bacteria will start eating it up. It will still fall off. So the better thing is to use an aluminium. You can use 0.45 aluminium to cover the fascia. If you are using 5.5 for the roof, you can use even 0.35. If you use aluminium to cover that fascia, all those front, your house will be there forever. Nothing will happen again. You can see this is a fascia. This is aluminium fascia. This is every white aluminium fascia. You can even design it. So when you cover it like this, any rain will not touch the wood inside again. It will be there forever. So, and you can also design it like this. You can use cladding. You can design it as a cladding form, zigzag, and cover the fascia. Your roof will still be there forever. So putting PVC ceiling or painting it is not an ideal. It's not ideal at all because it, this is the fascia. Some people just, when they put the roof now, they will just paint this place white and put PVC ceiling down here. All of them will still scatter later in future. So to make it good, just put aluminium, just put any lesser aluminium here. Whether you put 0.35 or put 0.45 or use 0.55 for the roof itself. So it's still better. That one will be there forever. Nothing will happen. And when you are doing a woodwork, for a flat woodwork, you can see this is a house. This house too, the person, you can see the polar spacing is very closer. Actually, the person that owned this house is in the house is in Ajah area. See, according to what I explained from Nisha, you don't need to use a step ties or any roof, any corrugated roof. Step ties, met couple, stone coated roofing, all those design roofs, don't need to use it on flat woodwork. But this woodwork, this particular woodwork was made for step tie. You can see the polar spacing from year to year is very close. So they actually wanted to use step tie. They have already collected a quotation from a roofer that gave them a quotation for step tie. So they just say, let them consider me. Let them also get a quotation from me so that they can compare. So when I saw the roof, I said, Oga, this house is this is a 4-story building with a flat roof. You don't even need to, because nobody is looking at it. Nobody is seeing the roof from the down. It's not like this shingle that is opposite here. So nobody is looking at this roof. Nobody is going to see the roof itself. If you use step ties here, you're just giving yourself problem. In future, it will be leaking because the water will not flow. You can see this roof is too flat. The woodwork is perfect. Because when you are using a flat woodwork, make sure the polar spacing are very close. Some people do a polar spacing for a long span like 900 millimeters. Some people do 700 millimeters. But advisable when you are using a flat woodwork, make sure you don't exceed 650 millimeters. The distance between this place. But this one is made for step ties. So now I advise the person that step ties will give you problem in future. You don't need step ties because nobody is looking at the beauty of this and nobody is going to see the roof. So it's better you use long span. And when you want to use long span, use the normal long span. Don't use the standard one. You can see, look at the normal one that we use now. You can see the corrugation. You can see the puffy appearance. The gutter is more taller than the normal one. So this one cannot cause leakage. So it's only few people that know all this. All this thing I'm telling you now is just for you to guide in case you are giving your job to anybody. Either you are in village, you don't want to come to Lagos, or don't want to call us for the job. You can guide yourself and guide the person that is doing it for you. But always consider that the quotation of this normal will be higher than that of what? that of the standard one. If they are giving you that standard quotation like 200 square meter, this normal one that will work for a flat roof may be giving you 220 square meter, because this one is 900 by 1 meter and that normal one is, the standard one is 1 meter by 1 meter. So anytime you are doing a flat roof like that, make sure the pole line spacing is very close. Make sure all the fascia, because this is the beauty, make sure you use aluminium to cover this ceiling, and you use fascia board here. Even though you are not using fascia board, let's say you want to cover it, make sure all these places are stronger. If they are not strong, because all this place rain will be touching it, or all this is the place that the wind will be blowing only, that because that is only the roof there. So if this place are not strong, you see this place will be falling apart, and it will affect the roof itself, because this is the pillar that is holding it. So you must use a strong wood to construct it. Don't say you just want to manage everything. You have already managed and make the roof to be flat. So you have already cut down costs, but make sure all the face here and the under ceiling are done well, so that the person that is buying the property will enjoy the property, or the person that's renting it will not be complaining that the house is leaking or something is happening when wind is blowing water to enter the roof and pour. So all those things, make sure when you build this flat roof, cover this place with aluminium. You can, if you are using 0.55 to cover the roof, cover this. If you don't want to spend money, cover this place with 0.35 aluminium, cover it with 0.45 aluminium. It's still better than leaving it like that. It's still better than using PVC ceiling. It's still better than better than painting it, because painting it will still go off in future. You are still going to put another wood, spend another money. So it's better you do it once and for all and go. So these are the flat woodwork, and I've already told you about the normal corrugation and the standard corrugation for flat woodwork. So anytime you are doing a woodwork, a flat woodwork, those are the things you guide your carpenter. What is the first thing? Make sure the pole line spacing are very closer. Make sure you use a normal long span aluminium. Do not use step ties. Do not use metcopo. Do not use stone coated. Only use long span. And if you are using long span, use a normal long span, which is 900 millimeter by 1 meter. That is the meter of selling that one. And make sure the pole line spacing is closer. The pole line spacing should be like 650 distance between each other, because this flat roof is prone to leakage. Anything, if there is any space between this joining, you can see we have joined two roofs here. If the spacing here and this gutter cannot prevent water, it will be leaking, because water will be having difficult to flow down here because it's not slope. So that is why you need to use a normal long span, and make sure the pole line spacing are very close, so that the nailing point will be close to each other. There will be nailing points here, there will be nailing points here. There won't be any opening. The gap, there won't be any opening here. So if the nail point, let's say one nail point is here, another one is here, no wood is supporting this place. When there is pressure, the wood will, the aluminium will press down. You know, normally the property of aluminium is that one property of aluminium is they are castable. They can bend easily. They are not like cast. They're not brittle. They can bend easily. So when there is wind, if there is nothing holding it, it will bend and it will go down. It will start leaking. But the durability of aluminium and the durability is perfect, and it does not corrode. It does not rust. It does not fade. That is the difference between aluminium and normal zinc. But zinc is tougher than aluminium. But aluminium is stable. It's stable to anything. So it's stable to weather, it's stable to everything. That is why aluminium is best. If you use aluminium once, you have used it forever. You use aluminium for your fascia, you have used it forever. If you leave wood in this your fascia, if you leave wood here, or you paint it like this one, you are going to replace it again another day. So it's better you put aluminium here, you put aluminium on that ceiling, so that your house will be there forever. So thank you for watching this episode. I will still be posting another one to explain further. Thank you very much. See you next time.